Boom. New location, ladies and gentlemen. We fled the U.S. We're in a different country right now, enjoying ourselves by the beach. I see the ocean. I see the mountains right now. And I'm still coming to you live to give you the juice. Still hustling, still working, still making money no matter where we're at, no matter what we're doing. That's what real hustlers do, always making money. We're live. Give us a second to get everybody to join up. Let me go ahead and get the editor mode going. Get this bigger. Beautiful. Can you hear me, gentlemen? Let me know in the chat. We have a very important topic today. Every topic I talk about is important. Everything's important. But this one especially for the men that are in the Taylor's Code. As you see by the title of the stream, it's about controlling your emotions. And I know everybody, it's a cliche, everybody hears about it, everybody talks about it, but I'm really going to explain the importance of it and why it's going to affect your life negatively or positively, depending on how you actually control them. So I'll give everybody a second to join up. Beautiful. So, ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to the live stream. University meeting on a Sunday this time. Yesterday I was actually at the beach club doing my thing, going in the ocean. Water out here, by the way, in the Pacific is absolutely fantastic. Como un baño, just like my godfather would say. Just like bath water. Warm, beautiful. Actually busted up my feet, busted up my toes, cut my knee open. From the rocks in the ocean, but it's all right. The salt water cleaned it out. It's a cleanser. And so, for those of you inside of the Taylor's Code, welcome back. For those of you that are not inside, I urge you to go ahead and get into the organization as quickly as humanly possible, because every single week that goes by, we have new people that are not only making money, but striving to actually make more money than they ever made in their entire lives. We have people in the UK, people in India, people across the world that are making money in USD, in crypto, that's enough to quite literally change their lives. And by the end of this bull run, and by the end of this market cycle that we have in crypto, I kid you not, there are going to be multimillionaires coming out of this organization. Okay? That is a real prediction, real goal of mine is to make sure that there are multimillionaires coming out of this organization that started with nothing, that started with no money, that started broke, but will turn into multimillionaires within the next year or two. Okay? So, today's topic, controlling your emotions. So this is an important topic because we always hear about people who are emotional, people who operate off of motivation, people who can't control their, chemical makeup in their mind on a day-to-day basis, are incapable of doing things in the long term. Why? Because emotions are temporary, they're volatile, and they don't serve you in the long term in terms of accomplishing your goals and the vision that you have for yourself. A man especially, okay, women are going to be emotional. Women are emotional creatures. We can't deny that that's a fact. But for men, you can't be a man and be competitive in the world today while not being able to control your emotions, okay? A man that operates based off of his emotions is a dangerous man, right? Emotional men, they do things whenever they're angry that they shouldn't be doing. They do things whenever they're investing that they shouldn't be doing. They do things in business that they shouldn't be doing whenever they get emotional and they allow their emotions to take over. Men who are emotional and get lost in their emotions, these are the people that end up killing other people. These are the men that end up doing things that are horrific, crimes, etc., stealing, terrible things, okay? It's the men who are stoic and can control their emotions that are going to have success in the long term. Regardless if I'm in a different country, regardless if I'm traveling, on a trip, on vacation, I'm going to do what I have to do to be able to deliver a message, to deliver a product, to deliver on my promise to the people inside of the organizations, that I'm going to do these live streams, I'm going to do these talks every single week. I don't operate based off of emotions. Whenever I invest into crypto, whenever I invest into businesses, I don't operate based off of emotion. I operate based off of logic, based off of what makes sense and what I know to be true. That's how you're competitive in today's world and in any aspect of life. Emotional men who buy into their emotions are not even attractive to women. They're not attractive to the family around them. They're not good for society, okay? And I'm not saying that men shouldn't be emotional in the sense that you can't have an emotion. You're not allowed to have emotions. You're not allowed to feel a certain type of way. No, you're still a creature. You're still a human. You're still somebody who's going to feel emotions. The difference is yes, everybody feels emotions, but how are you going to channel those emotions and direct it in something that's going to be productive and powerful and advantageous to you in the long term, right? I never feel like working. I never feel like working out. I never feel like going on a run in 100-degree weather with the humidity at 85% and sweating my balls off and feeling like I'm going to pass out by the end of the run. I don't feel like doing that, but I do it anyways because even though I'm in a different country, I'm on a trip, I need to do my runs. I need to do my lifts. I need to still look good. I still need to look fit. I'm not going to go ahead and destroy my entire routine and my lifestyle just because I'm on a trip, right? I'm not operating based off of how I feel. And too many of you do exactly that. You operate based off of how you feel. This is why you can't get any consistency and any momentum in your businesses. Because as soon as something doesn't start going your way, and as soon as you don't feel like you're getting the progress that you want to get in something that you're doing, you start to put in less effort because you're emotional about it. And you understand how interesting this is. When people are excited for a new job opportunity, a career, a business that they're doing, they're going to give it 100% effort. They're excited, they're motivated, they're hustling, they're 24/7, doing what they got to do, boom, 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 right? But because they're not educated and they don't have the experience that they need in that industry or in that career, they're not going to have success right away. This is the reality of anything new that you do. You're not going to have success right away. And as soon as you start to hit that roadblock where now you're not having the success as quickly as you had expected to have it, now that you're not having that success, you start to get demotivated. You start to get emotional. You start to feel bad. You start to get scared. Oh my God, am I going to be able to do this or not? Can I really do this? Am I able to attack this the same way that I have been for the last 2 months? And you start to give less effort to that thing that you were so excited about because you're now emotional about it. But how does that make sense? How are you starting to fail at something, starting to lose traction, starting to lose momentum, and your thought process tells you, you know what, let me actually try less and that should fix it. Think about that paradox. You're not doing as well as you want to do at something, and so as opposed to putting in more time and effort, educating yourself more, becoming better at what it is that you're trying to accomplish, you actually give it less effort because now you're not so excited about it. So what do you think the outcome is going to be? Do you think you're going to figure it out and actually continue to push forward? Or do you think you're going to end up quitting? That's what happens to 99% of people. They're excited to do something at first. They're operating based off of emotion, excitement, motivation. And as soon as they don't get the result that they had desired, they start to give less effort, less time, less energy. What do you think is going to happen? You think you're going to figure it out or you're going to quit? Right? I imagine instruments is a good example for people, right? Whenever you're growing up as a kid, a lot of us played instruments for a little bit. At least our parents wanted us to play an instrument. And so what happens is when you're excited at the beginning, you're practicing all the time. You're playing the guitar. You're learning new songs. You're trying to learn notes. You're trying to do this, that, and the third. You're going to lessons. You're excited about it. But after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, once you realize you're not able to play Van Halen after a fucking month or two, and you're not able to fucking play all the electric guitar songs that you want to play because you're thinking about Jimi Hendrix and Van Halen and all this shit, you start to get demotivated. You start to realize, wow, this is more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Wow, I'm not actually able to play the songs I wanted to play out the gate. I got to first learn Mary Had a Little Lamb, or I got to first learn, these chords, these things that are boring, right? The building blocks to whatever it is that you want to do in the future. So what you start to do as a child is, well, you start to practice less. You start to try less. You start to get frustrated, so you put the guitar down because you get upset. You get annoyed. So you put in less effort. Next thing you know, you quit the fucking guitar. That's what happens all the time. You can't operate that way. You're always going to fuck things up at the beginning. Okay, another great example is those of you getting into the crypto industry, right? Crypto is the most revolutionary technology, aside from AI, that's happening right now. Cryptocurrency, the last bull run, the last cycle, had made 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 21-year-olds multi-millionaires, okay? This is generational wealth. This is generational wealth changing from the hands of old people to young people, okay? And so people who understand this are starting to get excited about the cryptocurrency industry, and they start investing into these meme coins. They start investing into these AI projects. They start investing into these things that they think are going to do well. Next thing you know, they lose a little bit of money. They made a bad investment. They do something wrong. All of a sudden, they get demotivated. All of a sudden, they think it's not possible to make money in this industry. No, that's not true. You just haven't spent enough time in the industry, educated yourself, and put yourself in a position to understand what the trends are, understand what the good investments are to be able to hit in the long term. So you quit too early. You can't operate that way. You need to be able to control your emotions and understand that everything's going to take time to be able to develop your skill set, develop your mindset, to put yourself in a position to be competitive than all the other people who are playing the same game as you, right? You have to be able to control your emotions. There's nothing good about not being able to control your emotions. So as a man, understand how you feel. Become comfortable in feeling those feelings, right? Or bring it, understand what the feelings are, and then understand how to redirect those emotions into giving yourself unlimited power and energy, right? A girl just broke up with you. You just lost your girlfriend. Your girl just cheated on you, right? Heartbreaking. Feel like shit. Can't go to sleep at night. You're thinking about this girl with another guy. She is with another guy because she left you, so obviously there's another guy in line. You're fucked up. But if a girl leaves you and you're in heartbreak, that's whenever you can have unlimited motivation and power. Because if you use that energy to lock yourself into a room and lock in and build a business, you're going to see how powerful you've become. But on the other hand, you could be a pussy and let that destroy you, and you can sit in bed all day and not go to the gym, not work out, not go for runs, not build a business, not get into the sales industry, not invest, and just become a bigger piece of shit than you were before whenever she left you. Because she left you for a reason. It's your fault that she left you. If you're really a hero, if you're a bad motherfucker, if you're a rich guy traveling across the world, doing everything that you could possibly do to become a hero, she wouldn't have left you in the first place. So if she left you, it's your fault. What did you do wrong? What do you need to fix? Those are the things you should be putting your time and energy into. You cannot allow your emotions to defeat you. Your emotions are there to make you feel. But those feelings are not going to save you for the long term, okay? Yes, you're human, but the most competitive men can control their emotions and direct it in a way that's going to be positive for them in the long term, right? Humans evolved to be instant gratification creatures, right? 1,000 years ago, the most important thing to do right now was get something to eat. So what can I do right now to survive? What can I do right now to better my situation? What can I do right now to be able to eat something? Be able to put some clothes on my back, etc. Instant gratification. But as society has become more stable and more comfortable and put people in situations where they don't have to survive on a day-to-day basis, we still have the evolution of an instant gratification creature, but people who indulge in that don't actually benefit in the society that we're in right now. The society that we've developed and built in the modern world is a delayed gratification society. The individuals who can learn how to delay their gratification for the long term are the ones who are going to win in the present day. That's how our society is built. We've gone from an instant gratification society to a delayed gratification society. Now, everybody's going to try to sell you and get you on instant gratifications. This is how people make money. They sell you social media, they'll sell you products, they'll sell you food, they'll sell you anything that they possibly can for instant gratification, when in reality, it's the delayed gratification that's going to get you paid. It's going to get you rich. It's doing the things right now, sacrificing the bigger picture, or sacrificing the short term to be able to have the bigger picture in the long term. But again, that all comes to emotions. Emotionally, we want instant gratification. Emotionally, we want comfort. Emotionally, we want things happening right now. But understand that if you learn how to delay that gratification, the reality in the future is going to be much better, right? Emotionally, you want to hang out with your buddies. Maybe your friends are inviting you out to the clubs, to the bars, to a little trip down to, Maryland to go to the beach, to Florida to go to the beach. Little things, little trips, spending a couple grand, a couple $100 that you barely have just to go have some fun for a little bit. If you could just learn to say no to that type of shit, to say no to the dumb shit in the present, the things that are distracting you, the things that are instant gratification, if you could just say no to those trips, to those hangouts, to the bar, to the booze, to the alcohol, to the drinking, everything for just 2 years, a year, and put all that time and energy into increasing your income like I had, Then all of a sudden your trips turn into not going to the beach in Maryland, not going to the local pub, to the hometown bar where everybody's fucking miserable and drinking their life away. Now all of a sudden you're hitting up your boys and saying, you want to go to Italy? You want to go to Mexico? You want to go to Brazil? You want to go to Japan? You want to go to Dubai? Where are we going this weekend? And while you're traveling, you're still making money because you have a business set up, so you're still making money even whenever you're traveling. That's the difference. Do you want to have the instant gratification and do all the little things? Or do you want to have the delayed gratification, say no to the dumb shit in the meantime and do the big stuff in the future? That's me. That's what I do. I said no to the dumb shit. I don't want to do little things. I'm a hero, right? I look at myself as a hero. You should look at yourself as a hero. Do heroes born, raised, and die in their hometown? Do heroes go to the local pub in their hometown? Do heroes not drive a Ferrari or a Lamborghini? Do heroes not travel around the world? Not my definition of a hero, not my vision of being a hero. No, a hero does big things. A hero does important things. A hero goes and conquers the world, goes and sees the world, goes and meets people across the world, builds connections, builds businesses, impacts people's lives in other realms of the world. That's a hero. So I'm going to say no to the little things right now, the dumb shit, to be able to say yes to the big things in the future. Because I understand short-term sacrifices do pay dividends long-term. But again, it all comes back to being able to control your emotions. Because mentally, it feels good to go out and drink. It feels good to be able to go hang out with your boys. Yeah, you know what? Let me just go out this time. Yeah, let me just go out to dinner. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. But you say yes so much that you end up putting yourself in a terrible situation. If you learn how to say no and actually control your emotions, you'll see how incredible your life can become in a long time frame, on a longer time frame. When you're young, you have all the opportunity to be able to build a fantastic life for yourself. Quit wasting your short term when you're young and you have all this time to do dumb shit. If you're 18, 20, 21, 22 years old, if you can learn how to control your emotions and sacrifice just your early to mid-20s, all for building a fantastic life in the future, by the time you're 25, 27 like me, 30, whatever, you could be living the most fantastic life and you've only, paid 5, 10 years, paid your dues for 5 to 10 years, as opposed to living out your 20s like a fucking imbichi, living like a fucking idiot, but by the time you turn 30 and you're ready to have a girl and have a family, you don't even have a career. You don't have money in the bank. You're not in a position to have a house. You're not in a position to be able to have kids. You're not in a position to be able to take care of a girl. Now you're playing catch up. Now you're looking for a good job. Now you're starting to save money. By the time you're 35, you might have a couple of bucks and you already have a kid. So now you have all your money into the kid. You understand? You just set yourself back completely. You can never actually go out and be a hero. When it's early, when you're young, that's your time to become a hero. That's your time to make the sacrifices. That's the time that you take the time to sacrifice your time. Don't wait till it's too late. So learn how to control your emotions now. The individuals who can control their emotions are going to be the most competitive in this world. Okay? So the last point I'll make is, now that we're going into a bull run, and you should have put yourself into a position where you have income and money that you can put into the market. But now that we're going into a bull run, Bitcoin's about to go into price discovery. Ethereum's about to go into price discovery. The market's about to fucking blow up. Bitcoin ETF is live, so institutional money is getting into the markets. Ethereum ETF is live. Institutional money is going into the markets. This is going to be the biggest cycle to date. Okay? Don't be emotional about the way that you make money in the cryptocurrency markets. Get your money into your core positions, the core positions that we talk about inside of the Taylor's Code that's already been printing people money. Get yourself into your core positions. Don't chase. Don't wait. Don't hope things are going to go down. Don't hope that there's going to be pullback so that you can buy in. Position yourself right now, and whenever the time comes to take profits and get out of the market and put a couple hundred bands, a couple $1 million into your pocket, go ahead and do so, and don't get greedy. Don't get emotional. Don't think that it's going to be up forever. Everything's about controlling your emotions. Do what's logical. Do what's rational. Do what makes sense. Get out like a bandit. Get your money. Go live the life that you want to live. Okay? So that's your meeting for today. I got to go to, I'm going to another beach club that we got to take a boat to here in a little bit. And so I'm going to get ready for that. And the one last point I'm going to make before we jump off of the stream is once you do that sacrifice, you delay your gratification the way that I have for the last 3 or 4 years, you can literally do whatever you want to do. Do you understand me? People are so worried about doing the little shit in the short term, thinking that they're going to miss something, when in reality, they're missing everything, right? You think you're not missing out on things by going to hang out with your friends at the bars and the clubs and the local pub and going to dinner here and going to dinner. You think that you're not missing out on things by doing everything in the short term, saying yes to all the distractions, yes to all the bullshit that you could say yes to. When in reality, you're actually missing everything. I always understood that when I said no to the little things, I was missing nothing. I was missing nothing that I had already done. I had already hung out. I had already drank. I had already done everything with these people. I had already done all the dumb shit. I had already done the things that had made my life worse. As soon as I started saying no to all those things, I realized I was now able to do everything that I was missing out on. I was missing out on the trips to Mexico, where I'm about to get on a boat to a little island to go to a beach club that's secluded that I had to get a reservation for and a private ferry for, to then be able to enjoy the entire day in a place that most people will never ever find in their lives. Now I get to book trips to Dubai, book trips to Europe for next year, and go in Europe for 3-4 months and drive around in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. These are the things that I'm now partaking in, but you don't realize those are the things you're missing out on. You think by going out and doing all the dumb shit, you're not missing out on things. I can't miss this. I can't miss that. I need to be able to do that. I got to do this. I'm young. I can't sacrifice right now. I'm young. I want to have fun. But you don't understand how much you're really missing out on. I'm not going to miss out on those things. Okay? I'm a hero. I don't need to do the dumb shit. Heroes go out and see the world, conquer the world. So start thinking of your life in that way. If you're not doing fantastic things right now or living the life that you envision for yourself, understand that by you making all the wrong decisions in the present, you're actually missing out on everything. So quit doing the little things right now. Start to lock in and put yourself in a position financially where you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and then start living the life that you really want to live. Okay? So I'm going to go get ready for that. I'm sure there'll be a couple of pictures, a couple of posts on Instagram. You guys will see it. But outside of that, I appreciate everybody inside of the Taylor's Code. The network's fantastic. I love the people inside of the network. We're hustling. We're making money. We have heroes inside of there. Bobby just had his live stream this morning talking about crypto. Go watch that on his page. Ollie in the UK, young savage, making edits, viral edits, making money in crypto. Young man's getting, I'm telling you, that young man's going to be a multimillionaire by the time he's 20, 22 years old, right? Buvnesh, dog, Raba, dog, everybody inside the network that's doing well right now. Continue to do what you guys are doing. Show these people what's actually possible with this organization. You guys are going to be the lights that actually shine the way for everybody else that's going to come after you. So, appreciate you guys. Taylor's Code link is in the bio, is in the description. Do what you gotta do. If you want to wait, if you don't want to partake, if you don't want to position yourself, if you don't want to participate in the market, that's fine. I'll make sure to show you all the benefits that I got from it. Maybe you get FOMO and start to play in the next cycle. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm good to go. Let me see if there's any chats. All he said, leave the emotions to the women. Correct. Let the girls be emotional. Men, don't be emotional. Don't be fucking pussies. Let's see here. All right, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys. Staying fit in Mexico.